Well, guess it's just time to accept my life as a Genshin Impact player. You know, Exos is dying. Everyone tells me Exos is dying, so I guess I just should accept it. Get my quest going. Everything I need, man. I guess. You know, yep, there it is. She's reading it. Yep, Exos died. Oh, is that the news? Is that the news? And she's done. That's it. That's it. That's it. Or is it? Director's note, new story, chapter 13 / new contents. Can this bring the game out of the grave, or is it gonna be, was she actually reading the dev note? Was she actually reading the director's note? And just throws it away. Let us find out together, guys. This is going to be really important, and I promise you, if it's bad, there will be disgusting words flying out of my mouth. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and today's video apparently is going to be about the director's notes, and we're going to be seeing exactly what the game has in store. Right now it's in a very dire place right now. It is, I've mentioned in the last couple videos about the state of the game right now, how it's really like kind of just floating, you're just kind of grinding. The last couple characters, the synergy is actually not that bad. I've revealed, not that I revealed, you saw in some other videos that it's actually a cool thing. If you can reasonably have them all on the same team, it can really help you melt down a boss. They'll just auto attack it to death. But unfortunately in this game, auto attacks don't really mean much outside of certain characters like Heart Strike. That's not what we're here to talk about. But it wasn't crazy big. It was cool to see the music video and stuff like that. But now we're at the point where we need a little bit more. We need more. We need some more. And I feel like it's universal across the board. Actually, new content is kind of scary because it's like they still need to fix certain things. A lot of the PvP aspects of the game, guild battle, which is overall PvP, that stuff just really needs some work. So I'm actually kind of scared already going in that there's new content and not like possibly fixes. So we're gonna see what it is. But no matter how this video goes, just remember that it's 100% MFO. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe whenever, you know, you guys, you know, you like when I get emotional. I got my pink Kirby manifested t-shirt on, so like I said, I don't want to manifest anything here. Their dev team needs to manifest some stuff. So let's get into it. I'm clicking, I'm scared, I'm clicking. All right, here we go. So chapter 13 our WIP. The name and details of the contents introduced in this direct notes are WIP. I guess that means work in progress. Ooh, look at them using. Oh, greetings. This is Young Zun Choi. All right. Is that, who are you? Usually they say who they are. Maybe I should know who he is. Thanks to the help of Janai, Zeon was brought to another phase. As soon as he recovered his consciousness, Zeon seeks for Iris and colleagues. I'm up to that part. I'm on 12-12 actually. I don't know if you guys knew that. Would it be possible for Zeon to safely escape from Rune, confronting Naomi's forces after Mahar and Zeon? So, Mahar's Dreadnought was saying he doesn't want to fight Mahar again. Oh, I don't know, man. I do think it would be bad though if you go 3 chapters in a row fighting him as like the final boss. That would be really bad. They need to introduce like another character or something like that. So that's cool and all. Next up is going to be something called the Quantum Raid. Looks like something Halloween-esque, which is good. I was saying that they need to add something Halloween. Quantum Raid is an action genre minigame that you can only play during specific event period. That's not starting off good. Combine your team with Quantum Raid only heroes. Okay, so you have to use specific heroes. Defeat monsters and bosses with your direct control. Okay. So as you can see, front, middle, back. I'm trying to find where that character is. I see Leafy here. What is going on here? Okay, so I see Zeon. Oh no, this isn't Leafy, this is April. Okay. So it's like these, but they're mini size. They're like what they are in the mini game. I don't know how that's gonna work. That's gonna be interesting. I wonder in the specific heroes, I wonder if technically you can be caught without a hero. Like if you don't have that hero, you can't play, which would be very weird to do. But let's see. Quantum Raid consists of various stages and difficulties. You can get Quantum Raid coupons and rank points by clearing the stages. Quantum Raid shop and pass, so there's already a Quantum Pass, will also be held so that you can get tons of rewards. So we'll look into that when it obviously drops. They're not even going to tell you. We are planning on revealing the Halloween version of the new content Quantum Raid. The Halloween version, keep that in mind. So that's something that they're going to constantly have, just that there's going to be a Halloween version of it. Or at least that's how I'm reading it. This content will be totally different from original content, consisting of individual growths. Each season will be 2 weeks, and the growths you have made during previous season will be reset. So it's going to be consistent. So this is something brand new. The new season will be rearranged with new balance and types so that the players can be more interested in this content. So from what it looks like, it doesn't look like anything crazy. It doesn't look like anything hard. This is easy, stage 9. It doesn't look like anything that's going to, like I said in the last video, I think it was, like, tell your friends about it. Like something that you're like, yo man, you should definitely play this game because of this. This is something really cool. It looks very okay-ish, but it's not something, it looks like something that you'll do, you're probably going to just be doing for the rewards of it. I'm looking for something that is going to be hard, and hard and rewarding, which they have not done yet. Even doing chapter 12 is not hard, it's not really rewarding. It's hard, but it's not really rewarding, which makes it annoying. If something is hard but it doesn't seem like it's worth it, then it's annoying, you know, and you don't want things to be too annoying, and that's even coming from a person that likes a challenge. That's me, if you didn't know. All right, so Air Squadron Hideout, the new exclusive place for Air Squadron members. All Air Squadron Hideout will be updated. I can care less about this. They haven't even fixed the actual normal hideout, which like the actual town has been a nightmare. Going into daily tournament, even on the phone, the original, you know, what you're supposed to be playing these things on the cell phone, it doesn't even work that well. It lags crazy. When I do Air Squadron, unless it's on the main screen, and then you can literally navigate everything from there, because I don't like that I have to go to World, Challenge, then go to Battle, then go to the Raid again, because it's gonna pop me out of that screen, which is a lot of this quality of life stuff. So I guess maybe if this is like a more of a hub world for everything Air Squadron, then that would be good. But if it's not, then it's a big waste of development, and I'm be very upset with them. So kind of like 2 okays, but like almost like 2 strikes at the same time. Air Squadron Hideout is the place where the members can meet each other in real time, similar to the villages, which have been trashed. Not only can you communicate with other members, but also the hideout provides various buffs for Air Squadron content through the objects in the hideout. You can get attack, defense, HP buff for Air Squadron battle, or damage boost for the raid. The only thing that really matters here is going to be the damage boost for the raid, so you can get better numbers, so you can get more shit. The Air Squadron battle is terrible, which is weird that you would go to the trouble of boosting it and making it attack and defense HP buffs when, one, they already have that, by the way. You get certain bonuses for using certain characters, but nobody cares to do it because fake cores will just dominate. The way that they dominate in PvP, they're going to dominate in a guild battle. Also, the way that it runs is kind of stupid. It's just, it doesn't work well. It's like you've got to fight 3 individual members. If there are even empty members, you still get screwed because you don't get the mana. Let's say if I was using Annie, so every round I'm supposed to give one character +3, and that never even happens because the person's not there. So instead of me having the advantage by going to the third person with technically 9 mana, let's say if I was using Rara and then I would sweep them, I get screwed because I didn't even get a fight. Meanwhile, if I had a fight and I was doing really well, I could go into the next fight with mana. Like it's not fleshed out that well. And again, why are you adding stuff when you need to fix old stuff? That just doesn't make sense. Let's see, improvements for Air Squadron battle. Okay, maybe I should shut up. Maybe I should have waited. The preparation time for of the battle was from Sunday to Monday. However, the preparation time was inappropriate for some servers, causing inconveniences in participating in battle. It took you that long to realize that? Therefore, the preparation time will be changed to Sunday 15 to Monday 19, and you may choose whether to participate in the Air Squadron battle during this period. The battle period will also be changed. Once the participation is confirmed, you may join the battle from those times. You may not enter the battle from those times due to the daily weekly calculations, which is the ending time, right? So like I said, Sunday to Monday. With the modification of the air battle period, team modification will be available for 24 hours every day. So that aspect of it I know is pretty good. So you can always change your team up. It was really stupid that you can only change your team up an hour. I think it was like an hour or 2 hours before you actually fight, stupid. It still looks like they didn't go through the extra miles of just having it that if you are able to go into a guild battle, you're in the guild battle. It's a really easy change. I don't know about coding wise, but it's just really convenient that you don't get screwed out of ZEUZ for an entire week, because only I think one or two people have to make the decision. Do we want to go and do that battle stuff again? Even though it doesn't matter if you win or lose, you're still gonna get ZEUZ. So it's like, why would not any guild do it? And then like, even if your guild's not super duper active, or you got family members, even if a couple of them still do it, it's fine. Like, they'll still get something for their effort. So it's just like, damn, like, especially a person like me, I'm the leader of my guild, and if I get caught up or busy on that day, my whole guild suffers from it. Oh yeah, oh, why don't you get a vice captain? Yeah, I have that too, but what if he's busy too? Like, it's a 30-person guild, and if 2 people happen to be busy on the same day, boom, we're screwed. Like, it's just like, why not just have it auto, or have an option for it? So maybe you want to have an option to turn it off and on. I don't think that the rewards or the system is that intricate that there's times where like, maybe we should take a week off, guys, to lower our rank, and then when our rank is lower, we'll be able to win more. Like, I think that was in Summoner's War. They had farming guilds where you would put a crappy defense, you would do that so you would win all your fights, you got more rewards because everyone would win fights, you stayed at a low rank, and then eventually you get put higher, and then you would fight a serious guild, you lose, and then you just stayed at a point where you could do that. They did that in Arena too, but it was a specific strategy to it, that you never wanted to get too high unless you wanted to be sweaty, you wanted to be competitive, but it was for people that wanted to engage in the guild system, but just wanted the rewards out of it. So this here, it's just like, it's like they don't understand. I feel like they don't understand, like, not everyone really wants to be so competitive, and they're like sitting up at a time slot. I think when I watch Itachi's things in Sinnoh Alice, and it's like, it's very intricate, the more people that are online, the better it is, and things like that. But like, not everyone's gonna want to be that dedicated to it. They just want the rewards, they just want the thing for it. So I hope that they eventually fix that in the future. It's nice that you can change your thing every day. I would have took this away. I would sacrifice this to the gods and instead have it that you automatically sign up. You automatically sign up every week. I think I would have took that in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, I would have took that, man, because it's just way more important that you at least get to fight into it. Maybe they said that here. Maybe I'm misconstruing it. I digress. Anyway, add daily dungeon integrated quick battle function. The system of quick battle that can be carried out fast combat battle for daily dungeon. It can be proceeded at once without moving to the daily dungeon setting. I'm assuming they're talking about like the actual like sanctums and stuff like that. I guess they're maybe having it that if you can auto battle it, it's in like a specific different place, so you don't have to like go to the world and do all the other stuff. Maybe, hopefully. All right, so UI improvement. Airships, world, villages. And by the way, guys, this is my first time reading a lot of this stuff, so there might be something that I'm not getting, and also we already know some of the translations are a little wonky sometimes, so I think that's what that means, because there's nothing in the game called a daily dungeon. Like, there's stuff you do daily, I think, unless the challenge. Yeah, these are just called challenge. There's nothing even called a dungeon in this game. Like, you have to go here, you gotta go to special, and then you have to click suggest, and it has to be strong enough for you to actually do it, right? Then you can quick battle. Like, will this be on a different screen? Like can this and like possibly some of the other ones be on a different screen? I don't know. I don't know if that's what they're trying to say there. Like, unless there's something else that's a dungeon that I'm not thinking of. But any UI changes so I don't have to keep doing that over and over again, I'm definitely welcome to it. I'll say that much. Content, airship, world, villages, user interface has been improved and deployed. Whatever that means. Hopefully it just means it's less laggy. The design of the menu that moved to the content, airships, world, village has been replaced. So they are replacing it, so thank God. The menu buttons of content, airships has been arranged in only essential parts placed exposed. I think they're trying to say that they're pretty much redoing this. At this point, just take this out, unless there's like, the only reason I think anyone goes into this is to either talk to the travelers, or definitely nothing. Oh, this guy's stalking me, you son of a bitch. Talk to the travelers. You move when you go to a different chapter, which is irrelevant, you don't really care. Get this guy, daily, which some people care about. I sometimes just skip out on him, I don't care. What other thing do you do? Like, there's not much. I don't do the golems anymore, I don't do any of that nonsense. It's a waste of time. So this whole world can almost go, just like snap me to what I want, unless you're gonna actually add some cool stuff to this world. If not, then I don't care to do this, and the daily quest stuff can just, I wish the daily quest was the same thing as the Holy Dragon Ground. Just like make it one quest, make it somewhat difficult, increase the difficulty of it, and then give me the 56 ZEUZ and stuff like that. I don't want to keep walking around and talking to this person and doing these terribly non-scaled doo-doo-ass battles, man. I don't know, it's just, it feels so wasteful. Like, it just feels so wasteful. And yes, I've been playing Genshin and they do a very similar thing, but since you have like actual like little combos that you can do in that game, it feels a little bit better doing dailies. And maybe because it's the time frame of it, right? But at least you're like, you get to like do your favorite combo real quick. Those things in this daily quest, those little missions, like they die in like seconds. You can't even like get the enjoyment of like, oh, let me test out this cool team comp that I want. Like, you just want it to be over. But at least in Genshin, like, you can go, oh, let me do this daily. I think one, it also scales the level, and then two is like, yeah, let me just do this real quick. Let me teleport to this place real quick, get a chest, and it just feels a little bit better. But that's just because the game visually also does different things that make you like it a bit more. Anyway, menu buttons, I just read that. The contents inventory placed at the top of the screen that it can be easily moved at any time. Okay. In addition, it can be moved directly to the scouting system. Okay, I guess like you can move. I'm not even. Yum's exchange station and Hoen's old shop has been integrated and can be moved from airships. I think, like I said, they're just trying to say that the UI, like it's gonna be simpler. That's the only thing I'm getting here. We combine world challenging contents into categories. The buttons that were exposed in the village that read just various other contents. Okay. Basically they're just changing and flipping stuff around. We're just gonna have to see how that looks. So it's just a big UI change. Hopefully less clicks. You get to what you need to get to quicker, and it's not as laggy. That's all we can hope for. Open chance increase of exclusive weapon upon acquisition of a fake core. We indicated that the difficulty of obtaining exclusive weapons that chance increase system will be added. Exclusive weapon chance increase system is available for a certain period of time. If you have acquired all of heroes wearing fake core, additional opening will not occur if the chance increase of exclusive weapon is already in progress. Dude, what the fuck am I reading? Oh my god, it's so wordy, and and like that would just normally be like one sentence. Like, I don't even know what that means. Like, do you still have to go to the airship forge? Like, because they should just take it out. Like, if there's anyone in the airship forge, it's likely just WEAKLY stuff. You should get the exclusive weapon, especially if you hit pity. I think if you get the character summoning for them, that's nice, cool. But if you hit pity, I think you should get the exclusive weapon. It should come as a package deal. You just threw away like a ton of ZEUZ. You should get the exclusive weapon. That should be like an incentive to go to pity also, to get the character and the exclusive weapon, and then, you know, you're in a really good spot. And if not, like, you know, like, no one's going to go to a separate thing to then summon for the weapon. The weapon doesn't give you, I don't even know, but it would also be nice if it had the best stats, right? If you go into the airship forge, it should be the highest stats possible. That would be an incentive, you know, a decent incentive. Like, it always has 4 speed, always has 80 block, always has X, you know, whatever. I know weapons don't have block, but, you know, it has to have the best stats. I would think that would be an incentive. If not, then why are you doing that? It's such a stupid thing. Infinity Core difficulty enhancement and add rewards. Infinity Core play system has been a lot different than we had. Infinity Core play system has been a lot different than we has been planned. Oh man, and I know they're foreign, okay, but it's really funny. Has been a lot different that we has been planned that difficulty level will be improved. It can be changed to reduce playtime and require strategic team formation. Additionally, after the update, rewards can be obtained according to the ranking weekly, and they put week like how I'm weak right now reading this shit. Yo, someone please help them, man. It doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't. Wow, man. It really like, And it's weird though, because they might have a global server, but like it's starting to bug me a little bit, because it shows, I really do think it's like a slap in the face, like a disrespect. Like, you don't even have the time to make this make sense or make it like coherent or make sure there's no typos in it. And it's in every single one. Like, if you even had one where that wasn't the case, I wouldn't mind it. But the fact that it's in every single one, there's something. It's really starting to bug me. It's funny because, you know, at the end of the day, it's information. Maybe that's how they look at it too. It's like, hey, yeah, we fucked up a little bit, but it still means the same thing. But some of this stuff, like even this, who knows what this means? The open chance increase of, I don't know what that even means. All right, whatever. Okay, so blue fake core buff verification system. Among the many of user opinions, blue fake core buff verification system will be added that can check the buff effect of blue fake core. A pop-up button will be added to identify the buff target. The button function allows that it can see the target of buff effects directly without country filtering. What I'm assuming what this means is that I actually was having issues with this myself. I was looking and trying to see like who actually is part of a fake core when I was doing a Tapaki's video, and I couldn't actually find it. I was like, wait, how do I find this stuff? Like, who actually is under the blue fake core and which one and stuff like that. So I understand what that means. It's a little rough to read, but pretty much they're gonna have a way that you can see, you know, everyone that Rachel buffs, everyone that Tapaki buffs, everyone that Yao buffs. So you'll be able to see it at a quicker glance, pretty much is what it's saying. Just again, written very weirdly. Story continue feature system will be added during a gameplay. If you lose a battle on story or challenge, that you can use new material. The continue function, all dead allies will be revived and the buff and debuff effects are initialized, I guess put back. Round and turns that were in progress will be maintained. The next turn follows the death of all your heroes. So what this is normally, it's funny, I haven't actually seen this in a lot of games in a while, but it's pretty much a revive feature. Most likely they're gonna get you with some type of money. It's usually, or not money, but it's gonna cost you probably ZEUZ. If they want to be dicks, they'll make it an exclusive currency that you do have to spend money on, but it's probably gonna be ZEUZ. You're gonna spend 10 ZEUZ to pick up the battle from where you just last left. This is technically a huge buff to us being able to finish a stage, especially if, you know, you're right at the cusp. You just need like, I think oh, did I show it? I died like, and all I needed was a few more turns of I think it was Mahar getting shocked or something like that, or Kalak getting shocked. He just needed a few more turns and I would have won the fight. So I would have definitely at that point, just to get it over with, would have just picked the revive feature, like please get me out of this damn thing. But most of the time you have to keep in mind with this is that in story specifically, you have to keep in mind that their buffs are going to continue. So if they had like 10 rounds of attack buff, like you reviving is just mean you're going to get one shot next turn. But then again, there is breaking and things like that. And also reviving all your heroes is a really big thing too. So there could be some things for that. We'll see how that works. That's interesting, but it could just might be a ZEUZ dump, because I'm assuming it's going to cause ZEUZ. It could be detrimental to you because you're going to keep trying to revive thinking that you're going to be in a good spot. But we have to see whose turn's gonna come first. Do they get an automatic turn? Do I get all my turns back? Like it says, the turn follows the death of all your characters. So it might mean that they get another turn. Depending on what move killed you, maybe you can actually afford to get, like, well, we'll see. That's interesting though. We'll see how they do that. And that's usually in a lot of gachas, but it is what it is. Add category, Hoen's old shop. The new category will be added in the host that it can be purchased with new material. Additional materials can be purchased as a reward obtained at the Wug Run Fest and Arena. So I think that now the Wug Run Fest is going to have a new material that you can use. So maybe a third category. I think that's what it's saying, like a third category, which means even more potential to get more generals. There really looks like so far, and it says closing statements after that, they have no anticipation of changing anything with Signature Force. Like I said, the more people that get on board with it, that it's going to make it a little bit easier to nerf it, or maybe it's making it harder to nerf it because everyone has it. So I don't know exactly. It says closing statements yet, so that's gonna be it. So what do I feel overall? So the only cool new content that they really are getting is that we're getting chapter 13 and we're getting this thing. So I'm assuming that that's gonna possibly upset people. They didn't do any significant enough changes to me that really makes it seem as though it's gonna, like, this is some cool quality life stuff. You know, they might have a better menu, better UI. They might have a quicker functions to get things done, so you don't have to touch a lot of stuff. They're gonna actually add reward to the Infinity Core, so that's gonna be another grind that you're gonna have to do. The story continue feature might actually help people pass chapters, like difficult chapters that they just need to, maybe, like, I would do it, like if I need to revive once or twice and it's like 100 ZEUZ, 100, 200, technically like 300 ZEUZ, but I'm done with that and the reward is a little bit bigger than that, but I cleared it. The problem is that chapter 12 is not gating anything, if I'm not mistaken. Chapter 11 is, so if you're struggling on chapter 11, which they already have nerfed, then maybe you can go in now and then, you know, you could then like really pass through it, unlock the lunatic difficulty, start working on your character so you can quick battle it, and then I guess at that point you're in a good spot. I guess that's what you're going to be good for. I don't know. There's no like big cool thing that they're really adding. They're gonna definitely drop a gold fake core. I'm not definitely, I shouldn't say that, but most likely based on my theory, there should be a gold fake core that's going to be announced next week. We'll see how that's going to go into. It could or could not be Halloween themed. Maybe we're only getting one Halloween themed character, or maybe they're just not going to do it. Maybe I keep hearing rumors of a collaboration with some game that I've never even, not game obviously, but I think it's an anime, or it could be a game. I have no idea what the hell it is. They need to pick up some sauce. They need some sauce, man. I definitely was hoping to see like some crazy fights. The fights could be in the story though, but if it's in the story, it's not something that you have to do on a regular basis, so it doesn't like, it's not some big thing that you have to strategize for on a regular basis. They need something like that you have to actually strategize for, and like that was the Labyrinth, and they pulled back on the Labyrinth. I might do a video on that too. I want to do a Signature Force video, and I want to do maybe a video on that they kind of pulled back on the Labyrinth, and then now we don't have the difficult, like we don't have anything to strive for anymore. We don't have any reason to build multiple characters anymore. That was it. The Labyrinth was the reason, and now you don't need to do any of that shit. Before it was like, let me build a burst character, let me build a character that can do this stage, and it was, and if all they had to do is make it that it stayed the same like every month, so you would have had to strive towards something. Literally every other gacha game does that. I mean, it's from as old as Summoner's War with the Trial of Ascension, that you had to build certain characters to beat certain stages, and it was difficult, and they left it like that. They made two different difficulties. They made normal and they made hard, and you would take your time to do both. If you really was far ahead, you take your time, you do both possibly in a day or two, because it costs you energy to do it, so you can only do so much in a day. But you would pass by it, you get really good rewards. I think you would always get a light and dark scroll or whatever like that, so it was worth it. It had really good rewards in it. So right now the only reason why you're doing it is for ZEUZ, and I don't know. Yeah, I know. So right now, I think it's pretty safe to, you can stop playing for a little bit. Keep up to date with my channel. I'll let you guys know how all these features go. Because the thing is that if they don't keep progressing the game in a cool way, you know, you're just gonna gravitate to another game, especially if you're a mobile game enthusiast and like you just like to play mobile games. If the game is not giving you anything to do, you're just gonna do your dailies. Log in, do your dailies. You don't have to stop playing. Some people are just gonna stop playing, just wait until there's something more juicy. A lot of people like myself are still playing, hoping that, you know, you're gathering these resources for something, that there's going to be something cool that you're gonna get, and you're gonna be rewarded for your time invested in these dark times. But every time you get like some type of news or anything, and it doesn't seem like you're getting it, like the Wog Run Fest, like, oh, maybe there's a reason now to do that more, and it might gravitate people towards that, but that's only for like a week. You can only do that. You know, they could have fixed Coliseum. They could fix PvP, make it permanently tagged, or, you know, change the way the ratings are. Like, oh my god, there's so much stuff that they could fix, and it's just like they're just not. So I don't blame people when they're saying the game is dead. So if I were to put my verdict, I think Lisa in the middle of Genshin Impact, she saw this stuff and was like, yeah. That's kind of how I feel about it too. I don't think that there was significant enough stuff that it would convince someone besides a content creator and a very passionate people to play. I think a lot of the casual audience of this game is going to die away from it. Not that the game is dying, but I guess if a lot of people leave, yeah. But I don't think that this was strong enough to keep people in the game. YFOs in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys feel about it. Really, really important YFOs here, because, you know, I could just be talking out my ass, but I really do feel as though this wasn't wasn't strong enough. I think they needed to come with a lot more hit. Like if there was going to be a collaboration, you should have announced it right here. That would have been way better. Way better. Announce a collaboration, like announce something really big. You got to understand the game state of your game. The game state right now is that everyone's bored and they're going through the motions. They're just playing because they have investment into the game and they just feel like they kind of have to. And that's bad. You want people to play because they're excited. Like right now, people like I'm playing Genshin now because it's just exciting to play. It's new, it's fresh, and there's always gonna be another Genshin. There's another gacha gonna be coming every month, you know. So you have to be on top of that. And they kind of were for a little bit, in my opinion, but now they're slowly sliding off. They're not dead. It's not dead to me right now, but I feel I have a fear that I don't know if it's gonna make it to Christmas. You know, they have November, all of November, and then December comes around, and you know that Christmas event, which they already had, I guess, previously, because there's Christmas skins or whatever in the game. So they got to knock that out of the park. They're on a, what is it, like the hourglass? That sand is twiggling out, and I don't know if they have the strength. They might be too weakly. They spelled it right here. They spelled it correct here, but for some reason that person just fucked up down there. Just got tired of this shit. Just like most of us. We were good here in the beginning. We were good here, and then some time passed, and now we're just weekly. We're a ranking weekly report. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys get the Birch Man and check out the other videos. I really encourage you guys to do that because in case Exos falls off a cliff, you know, I still want to have you guys in my corner. I want you guys to check out the Runeterra, check out Genshin Impact, check out what are the other games we play? Teamfight Tactics, and any other game that I decide to bring to the channel. I really would appreciate you guys to watch that stuff. Even if you don't like it, just let me know on those videos. Leave a comment and why you don't like that video, why you don't like that game or something like that, so I can be able to gauge better, you know, what you guys would like to see, because I do have a slight fear, not a big fear. I do think that they'll turn it around. I think probably in a month or so, but you know, that still is going to affect my views. It's still going to affect my engagement. It's going to affect all that stuff. So I am a little bit fearful, and I do hope that they do better, because if I have to pivot away, I have to pivot. But check out that other stuff and let me know what you guys think about that stuff as well, so I can see, hey, maybe I should pivot into this game a little bit harder. Maybe pivot in. I know a lot of people are going to probably say Genshin. Genshin is the other game on the channel currently doing good. It is what it is. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Like I said it already. And just remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.